Hello, ladies and lords. My name is Miriam Yvette. I wrote a blog post about how I sped through my first draft by using my map as my guideline to move the hunted prince forward. My goal is to use the technique artists and writers use to create the world, and that is using the basic components of the real world and its elements to make your own believable. But for more technical stuff on map making, I will leave several links of talented world builders. If you know any that I haven't mentioned, please leave them in the comment below so I can check them out. Here is the original layout of my map, scanned and lined on Adobe Photoshop. One of the things I mentioned on my Part 2 blog is, when you create your world on 8x11 paper, you can't exactly turn that into a sphere, expecting the continents would fall into the order you imagined. For example, this continent is actually further from the mainlands, as are many others. But on the bright side, you don't need to tape 4 8x11s to remember the distance. Just add little notes on your paper. Otherwise, it will seem like your protagonist can sail the seas in short time. Side note, I am using my original map as a reference, so I know where everything belongs. Second, the symbol does not determine its actual size. This is important because if I were to rush it and color my map just to make it into a globe, any changes I would want to make will become a hassle. This is why my map is plain, because it's still molding clay. I outlined the second volume of The Hunted Prince, and I'm currently outlining the third volume as you watch this video, so until then, I'm resisting the urge to color. Mountains are steeper than a hill, so they come in different shapes and sizes. I created 2 peaking mountains to determine their size. The one on the left are average, and the ones next to it are bigger than Mount Everest. If orcs or trolls live in these mountains, you can steer your protagonist out of danger or into danger without telling your reader. My hills also come in 2 sizes. Remember, this will shape your map while giving your protagonist obstacles. Traveling west, are there slopes ahead? If the answer is yes, your travel time will take longer. Next are forests. The pine logo means trees of any form or any kind. The second group will grow in dry and hot climates. Now, the last tree is an important one. My husband said it looked like a mushroom cloud. It is not. I repeat, it is not. I jumbled them together to show their age, size, and to make them distinct. In my world, these forests grow abnormally tall. Many dangerous creatures live there, and there are concentrated spots for stellar magic. Communities. This one might vary for you. Perhaps your world is among the clouds like the winged folk of Osois, or your city lies underwater. The first kind of community is represented by a teepee logo. These often run like a tribal system, with their own way of living. Many of these are human and non-human tribes. Villages. These are spread all over my world. Many belong to a kingdom, others live in the outskirts, independent with their own set of rules. And to many misfortuned travelers, some don't have rules, as you will discover in The Hunted Prince. These villages can be poverty-driven, from war or illnesses. Some are just a comfortable farming community. This house is slightly better looking from my village symbol, and it represents a city. They could belong to a kingdom or have their own government system. My favorite is often called a merchant city. It was once a refugee camp that prospered into a sort of utopia for all races. It has an interesting story I hope to share someday on my channel. The monarch logo represents a kingdom. Orcs may want this form of government, and most of these kingdoms are old. But that is not to say that kingdoms do not fall. The fort symbol is managed by the lords of a monarchy, so you will not find them on my map without a king or queen to serve. As a result, they will be around the monarch logo. Side note, make copies of your map, scan it, or take a picture, but keep one blank with just a lining of your continent. I have made many changes through my first draft of The Hunted Prince. Having a new copy with just a lining of the continents is a reminder that you can still make changes. If you already have a quick outline of your map, but don't want to do the drawings, you can download my logos on my blog. Use them as you see fit. I hope this was helpful. I will be writing my third blog post on maps, where I will also color the world of Asylum. Thank you for watching.